go. Hi everyone, we just have a few people joining in now, so we'll start in a couple of minutes. Thanks. All right, we'll just wait another little minute. We still have a lot of people joining in. Thank you. Cool. I think we can kick off. We have most people in. Thanks for joining us for the, well, I guess the last webinar before we go live with our spring and summer campaign. This is actually the fun one when we get to show some pretty pictures and some pretty videos. So get straight into it. I'll just do a quick recap of the strategy and the media strategy, and then we'll go into the creative assets and kind of explain a little bit about what they look like. Cool. All right, so for this campaign, we knew that we were going to have a limited number of travelers with just domestic market, and that it was going to be really, really competitive. And of course, we knew that our member businesses need some really tangible support and some really meaningful campaign to kind of try and help us get through spring and summer. We know that in winter, Queenstown is probably one of very few destinations that are really well positioned for a really well-rounded winter offering. But in summer and spring, the rest of New Zealand opens up and there's so much to do. So we knew that we really had to position Queenstown as the destination of choice and really explain all the different reasons why Kiwis should come here during spring and summer. So the campaign approach, this will be the launch of our new brand proposition as the home of adventure. We're finally going to get to tell that story to the rest of New Zealand, which is quite exciting. And the idea there is to really be able to position Queenstown, explain what makes us different, why should anyone care, why should anyone come here, so that we can be the destination of choice, not just for this season, but moving forward. So as a platform to keep on differentiating and driving preference for our destination. The other really important thing is providing multiple reasons to visit throughout the year. We want people who came in winter to want to come back in spring and in summer and next winter. So it was really important for this campaign to kind of communicate the different types of activities and experiences that people can have here, so that we can continue motivating that small domestic market to come back over and over again, definitely until borders open as well. Another important thing for this campaign was having something that was fully integrated across all departments here at DQ, so that we could be really, really efficient. So we've worked with trade, and we've worked with the comms department to make sure that we had this message filtering through to all the touch points where we talk to consumers. And we know that we needed a campaign that was really flexible and that could be deployed really easily, but something that we could set up and just ramp up as needed or pause if we needed to. But this is also going to be one of our longest campaigns. So we're going to be in market for almost 10 weeks. We launch with Prime TV on Sunday 18th, and then we're in market until the first week of December. So it's a pretty big one. In terms of the framework, we're going to go live with the Home of Adventure brand video as the overarching message that kind of explains what the whole destination is about. And then underneath that, we identified 6 different hero experiences that we wanted to feature for the season ahead, which are really, we understand are big enough market opportunities and reasons to compel different Kiwis to come here. So we kind of looked at stuff that we did really well in the destination with big enough audiences and interest, and they could really compel people to visit. So we identified mountain biking, leisure biking, which has to do with kind of exploring on your bike or going into a multi-day ride, golfing, hiking in nature, and that's quite anchored around, of course, the great walks that we have from here, but of course the proposition that we have down in Glenorchy in every kind of nature activity, so canyoning, rafting, kayaking, etc. Then adrenaline, which we're very, very well known for, and continues to be a really important pillar for us, and family activities. So in terms of media strategy, no news there, but we're structuring all of this again with Dream Plan Book, making sure that we are moving people through the funnel. So firstly, we're kind of inspiring our audience with the Home of Adventure video, which is quite all-encompassing, quite big. And then we're going into that plan stage with targeted content about those 6 different hero experiences. So there's 6 different videos. There's a whole suite of articles that kind of targets our unique selling points for each one of those pillars, as well as visitor motivations for each one of those pillars. And it's things like 5 reasons Queenstown is an epic mountain biking destination, or 5 reasons why, or an itinerary for the perfect boys weekend golfing in Queenstown, and stuff like that. So that kind of helps us portray what the experiences are like in a really entertaining way, but also providing some information so that people can understand what type of holiday they can expect here, depending on their interests. We also reviewed all the landing pages on our website and all of the content on our website for all those 6 pillars to ensure that it was a lot more meaningful. If we think back to 6 months ago, we were giving quite a broad overview on these different activities. So they were on the site, but we weren't diving into the specifics of it. Now, so for example, on biking, what used to be 1 landing page is now 5. So there's a gateway one, and then you can look into specific types of biking. So the biking landing pages is just a big portal, and then you can go into short rides, day rides, multi-day rides, family rides, and mountain biking. So quite a big content piece there, and then we have articles and stories that kind of underpin all of that. So the team has been really busy putting together all of those new content pieces, reviewing everything, and setting up the website to be able to support all of this campaign and really help people booking direct plan in even more detail than they could before. And then the last layer of that is, of course, product. So we're going to go and reach out once we've showed them the Home of Adventure video, show them videos about these 6 different adventures. We kind of put them into a bit of a bucket, and then we start serving up content that interests them, first the articles, and then of course offers. So we'll push out member listings, member offers, and then travel packages. These could be packages that our members have put together by partnering up with each other, or travel packages that our retail partners have put together. So there's quite a complete kind of journey throughout all of that. In terms of media placement, all of the kind of hero stuff is going like basically national. So we have national TV focusing on prime time. Then we have billboards in the main centres, Auckland, Wellington, and Christchurch. Then we have supporting that targeted content. We're using mostly digital channels. So of course, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google Display Network with banner ads. Then we have our trade partners showcasing this content on their point of sales, as well as their websites and social. And then lastly, we retarget our audiences with offers that take either to the DQ website, so all the activity that we're doing takes our audiences to DQ website, and our trade partners are retargeting their audiences with their own packages as well. All right, so just to give a little bit of an idea of the journey online, we basically have 6 different little funnels. So we'll show the hero brand video to basically every New Zealander, and then we will serve up the targeted videos, which kind of play an important role and explain that the home of adventure is about all these different types of adventure. Then we have articles, landing pages, and finally listings. The media schedule is in here just to kind of give a bit of an understanding of kind of how we're going to go to market and how long that will take. But of course, we continue to target people with offers throughout, and this is kind of part of our always on as well. But this just gives an understanding of how we're placing that. So we'll do TV and out of home for 2 weeks, which is really just building that inspiration and that preference and getting people excited about Queenstown. And then we start kicking into the supporting plan layer with more information so that people can start deciding what kind of holiday they want here. All right, now on to the fun things, creative asset. So back in, well, this has been almost a 3-year project between strategy and actually filming the video and getting it all ready. We were launching the Home of Adventure video back in March. But unfortunately the world changed then, so we had to stop that. But the good thing is that we have a really powerful asset that was produced with time and that really showcases our destination that the market hasn't seen yet. So that now it was really, really good to have that up our sleeves, because it allows us to go to market with something that is really high impact, and it was really well thought out and produced with time. So then at the time when we need it most, because right now we actually do have that to go to market. The idea of Home of Adventure is actually telling the story about Queenstown and what makes us unique. And it is about the fact that this place was really founded by adventurers from its very beginning. And maybe there's something in the air that really attracts people who have that adventurous spirit to this place and kind of inspires them to step up, try to go beyond their limits and kind of be transformed by that experience. So learn something new about themselves and how that can transform you. So that could be try different foods that you never tried, or meet people from the other side of the world that you never thought you would meet. It could be conquering your fear of heights. It could be going on a little adventure on a great walk. So it's all these different types of really of adventures that we offer here that are really enriching and that kind of show you something new about yourself. So the idea about the Home of Adventure is that Queenstown will inspire you to go further than before and introduce you to the person that you always wanted to be. All right, with that, let's go and have a look at the hero video. Hopefully the sound doesn't lag too much. I don't know if the internet's going to play ball, but let's give it a try.
It's there. A feeling that there's more to do, more things to see. Hear the call from this sacred place. Let it wake your senses from a deep sleep and inspire you to go further than you've gone before. This is the place where adventure cascades down mountains and into bloodstreams. Where each moment invites you to live larger than you've ever dreamed. Here, you'll meet someone new. The person you've always wanted to be. Welcome to Queenstown, the home of adventure.
Cool. So I guess hopefully that gives a sense of all these different types of adventure and all these different little journeys that we kind of offer here. All right, so this video will go on TV, actually the 60-second version of it, so slightly shorter, and then online, kind of targeting on New Zealanders, and then we'll have targeted videos that kind of play on the idea that we are the home of these different adventures. So for golf, it is about the fact that we're the home of scenic drives, mountain biking, the home of finding a flow or hanging out with your mates, and so on. So there's little video edits that have been produced based on that concept of we are the home of all these different adventures, which we will play on digital. I will try to show one of the targeted videos. The audio probably is not going to be perfect, but that hopefully just gives an idea of what that looks like. So this is the one around cycling. Cool. So all of these little videos have been kind of created based on our insights as to what our visitors want from their experience. So cycling, for example, is about sightseeing, kind of exploring at your own pace, seeing different sites and going through bridges and heritage sites, stopping along the way. And so all of them have kind of been built to tackle some of those motivators. We'll also support the campaign with Out of Home. So this is our hero billboard about the home of adventure. It's going on some pretty prominent sites in Auckland, Wellington and Christchurch, including a very, very big billboard inside the domestic terminal of the Auckland airport, which is quite exciting. And then on the digital placements, we're also going to have the targeted creative showing through. So we'll run the hero one for a few days, and then we're going to start weaving in all of the other ones so that we can really hit home with that message that Queenstown is home of all these different adventures. So golf, adrenaline, cycling, mountain biking, and hiking. The campaign will be supported by Instagram stories, again going into all of those pillars and taking visitors to our website. Another few examples. Display banners, so a few more examples of that, and lots more information on our website to help them plan directly. So yeah, this is a pretty short webinar, but this is kind of an overview of all the creative assets that we've put together. The campaign is going live on Sunday, so there will be a fortnightly, a special remarks going out with an overview of the campaign and the assets, so that you guys can watch the videos with proper audio rather than internet audio, and on TV on Sunday. So pretty exciting. If you haven't already, please load your offers, review your listings, make sure that you are in the best position to leverage the activity that we're doing. The trade team is also working with our trade partners to put together all of the print ads and their social schedule supporting the campaign. So hopefully you'll be seeing that on the socials soon as well. And if we can help with anything, please get in touch. We'll be happy to assist. The contact for the marketing team, everybody's been working on it, but of course, Sherry and Ruby have been supporting with all the campaign assets and everything from a marketing perspective. So if you can help with anything, feel free to get in touch. That's it. If there's any questions or anything that we can clarify now. Questions coming up. Cool. No, doesn't look like we have any questions coming up. But yep, feel free to drop us a line if we can help with anything. Righty. Thanks everyone.